Welcome to Volusia, here for Pushing the Cushion Productions. This is Dave Ward on the mic tonight, and we are going to bring you some great racing here from the United Dirt Sim Series 410 Elite Series, brought to you by Coultrain Customs. This is going to be a barn burner with the talent that we have here showing up tonight. Got about 7 minutes left in practice. We let him get heated up just a little bit here, and let's check out the running order. Richie Preston in the number 25, holding down the top spot right now. From Elbows Up Sim Sports, Blaine Brink in second from LGR Motorsports. Billy Brickley from Sofa King Fast Sim Sports, winner of the 410 Points Championship race tonight. He's trying to double down in the 00, holding down the third fastest time. He's going to have his work cut out for him with Mason Hannigan and Tyler Shell. Tyler the Bombshell in the number 85 and sitting in the top 5. That guy has been pretty hard to beat in these 410 Elites, so we will have to see what comes of it tonight and how he fares. Travis Oldfield joining us again tonight. Not quite sure what's going on with my trading paints. Sorry, Travis. Can't see your car. Or Mason Hannigan. Let's flash out to somebody on track. There's Austin Stern taking home the third place finish tonight in the 410 Points Championship. He's trying to get his name up on that board. So, Alex Bergeron able to join us once again tonight. Jason Nygaard, his teammate, also in with us. Mark Broderick showing up tonight. Glad to have him. Leon Carver in the number 100. He'll be out there. Hayden Spike Harvey in the number 55. Michael Sheridan with elbows up there in the number 15. So we've got some great guys. Craig Silby coming out from the firm. He's representing the firm tonight, the Firm Motorsports. They're starting up a 410 league also, so make sure you check those guys out. We're looking for some cars on track here. Let's see what we can do. Maybe we can find somebody. There's Travis Oldfield out on the track right now. About 4 minutes left here in practice. Let's take a look at the running order once again. See how everybody's faring here. Not too much has changed for the top 5 as the track is starting to wear in now. Oldfield there from Vanderpool Racing coming out, as well as Hayden Spike Harvey. So those guys coming out from Vanderpool. Glad to have them out here with United Dirt Sim Series. Looks like the track is wearing in nicely. It should be interesting. We'll be resetting for the qualifying, but it's going to make for a great race tonight. The track looks like it's going to be in good shape. Looks like we have about 23 drivers right now that have signed in tonight. Glad to have them. It should be one hell of a race. Here we go. Looks like we're not going to have a B main tonight, so all cars will transfer directly into the main event unless we have a few more show up. As it stands right now, 23 of the fastest drivers here in United Dirt Sim Series going to throw down for 30 laps here at Volusia tonight. Let's check in with Leon Carver. Oh, looks like he just jumped off track just as I was trying to go to him. Mark Broderick in the red, white, and blue car there. Waiting to see if he was going to jump out on track. Not seeing him yet. Randy Shreves out there from Sofa King Fast Sim Sports. Looks like he's working on the high side hustle up there. Getting it done. So under a minute 30 left here in practice. So Shreves trying to move up on the leaderboard for running order. He's sitting right now in about 13th. Hannigan sitting in the pits. There we go. Mark Broderick out on track. Haven't seen him running a whole lot of laps here. Just trying to get a feel for everything. Looks like he might be making a fuel run there as practice is getting ready to end. And we're going to go into qualifying. So we are going to jump into the national anthem and get ready. When we come back, we will be going for the first heat race.
Two-time Grammy and three-time Academy of Country Music Award winner Leanne Rimes in the performance of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, through the streets and bright stars, through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched,
There it is right there from Miss Leanne. We definitely appreciate it. Here we go. Qualifying started and is knocking it down right now. Tyler Shell sitting on the top of the board in the number 85. Tyler the Bombshell. That's his nickname that we gave him over this past week. I'm sure he's heard it a million times, but that's what we're going to call him for right now. Jason Nygaard in the number 22, holding down the second position. Richie Preston in third in the 25. Mark Broderick up to the fourth spot in the 51. And Mason Hannigan in the number 1, top 5. So we're rounding down right now, winding it down for the qualifying. And we will be getting to green flag racing here for heat race number 1 coming up shortly. About a minute 30 left. Tyler Shell still sitting on top of the board. Doesn't look like the top 5 have actually changed. Hayden Spike Harvey sitting in the 6th position. And let's see, sitting back in 17th currently. Aiden Beerline in the number 13A. Patricia Payne out there, one of his biggest fans, rooting him on. And she does so every week. We definitely appreciate her tuning in and watching. So good luck, Aiden Beerline. Work your butt off and see what you can do. Just under a minute left here in qualifying. It appears that most cars are done, so we'll probably be looking to see if they're going to advance the session here and jump into the heat races fairly soon. "15 seconds left. No changes." And that's going to do it. So here we go. We're going to get ready for heat race number 1. Heat race number 1 gridding up right now. Here we go. Starting on the inside, row number 1 on the pole position from LGR Motorsports, it's Trace Olson in the number 76. Starting outside row number 1, Mason Hannigan in the 1X. Row number 2 from Elbows Up Sim Sports, it's Richie Preston in the number 25. And Tyler Shell on the outside, row number 2, in the number 85, also from Elbows Up Sim Sports. Row number 3, on the inside, Chase Swafford in the 75X from LGR Motorsports, and Michael Sheridan in the 15 on the outside from Elbows Up. Row number 4, Austin Stern in the 75X on the inside, and Blaine Brink in the 21, both from LGR Motorsports. Coming out in full effect tonight. Aiden Beerline from KPR Motorsports in the 13A, starting on the inside, row number 5, and Tyler Street from Sofa King Fast Sim Sports outside row number 5. Row number 6 is going to be Leon Carver in the number 100 on the inside, and Noah Sovacool in the 94 on the outside, starting in the 12th position. That's going to do it. Here we go. United Dirt Sim Series 410 Elite action here from Volusia, getting ready to rock and roll and take off any second. Coulter West with a shout out. Let's go LGR. And of course Patricia rooting for Aiden, who's in this one. Let's see what he can do. Aiden Beerline going to start in the back. Let's see how it goes. Pace truck should be dropping off. Green flag is out. Here we go. Let's go racing, folks. Trace Olson out front early on. Right there from LGR Motorsports and Coultrain Customs. And the number 76 battling right behind is Mason Hannigan and Richie Preston. Shell also. Preston going to drop back to fourth. Here we go. It is heating up very quickly. Olsen trying to hold off the Hornet's Nest that's coming from behind him. Tyler the Bombshell looking on the inside of Mason the Hurricane Hannigan. And they are going through. Holy cow. You could throw a stripper's G-string over the top 5 cars right now as they work with 7 laps to go in heat race number 1. Look at that nose to tail. Trace Olson driving the train at the moment. Let's see if he can hold him off. What a great job. He has got a great line. But now, here we go. It is heating up. Tyler the Bombshell trying to work. But Mason Hannigan taking that inside line. They're battling side by side. Trace Olson trying to hang on to the lead. He is doing a phenomenal job with some of the great talent. There he goes. Gets a little bit into Hannigan, but nothing he could do. Now he is getting used up like a wet washcloth. Yahtzee. And there was a yard sale on the back straightaway. Trace Olson, unfortunately, got worked over by some of the veteran drivers there. Just, I think it got in his head just a little bit. He was doing a great job. And you know what? He held some of the fastest laps here in heat race number 1, holding off some of the top talent here with United Dirt Sim Series. Tyler Shell up front right now. Mason Hannigan trying to battle on the inside of Richie Preston. Preston, no slouch, that's going to do it. So Preston going to hold on to the second spot. So it goes Shell, Preston, Hannigan, Swafford, Brink, Stern, Silvacool, Beerline, and Street. Heat race number 2. Looks like they are getting ready to line up right now. So here we go. Heat race number 2. Starting on the inside of row number 1. On the pole position, it's going to be Coulter West with LGR Motorsports in the 10C. Starting outside row number 1 from Vanderpool Racing, it's Hayden Spike Harvey in the number 55. Row number 2, it's going to be the number 51 of Mark Broderick on the inside, and Jason Nygaard from ABR Motorsports in the number 22 outside row number 2. Row number 3 on the inside, it's Billy the Buckshot Brickley in the 00, and Alex Showtime Hanna in the number 97, both from Sofa King Fast Sim Sports. Row number 4 from Vanderpool Racing, it's Travis Oldfield in the number 38, and the Firm Motorsports, Craig Silby, starting in the 8th position. Row number 5, inside, going to be the number 56 from Suffocating Fast Sim Sports. It's Randy Shreves and Dustin Sargent, sponsored by Works Graphics and Full Throttle Promotions in the 77 car. Starting dead last, it'll be one to watch for sure. Alex Bergeron from ABR Motorsports in the number 12, black, purple, and green. Make sure you check them out as we get ready to go green flag racing. This is going to be an interesting one with Bergeron coming all the way from dead last. Let's see what he can do as he goes to work. Punches that time clock. Let's watch him. 10C of Coulter West out front. We already got problems. Holy cow. No caution flags in the heat race. Alex Bergeron might have gotten caught up with that in the number 12. It looks like he did. And it might have been Randy Shreves and Dustin Sargent also. Sitting up top right now. New leader right there for the number 51 of Mark Broderick. And Coulter West in the 10C holding down the second position, running alternate lines. Billy Brickley working the high side hustler right there. Now he goes low. He's working in that third position, trying to take over the second spot from Coulter West. Coulter sees it coming, says, not today, Pops. I'm going to try and take this one. And going to get a little turned around there. Holy cow. Alex Showtime. Hannah throwing his name in the ring. As well as Craig Silby there in the black and green wrecking machine. Don't mean that in a bad way, Craig. Let's see what you got. All right, so we got Patricia rooting for Travis Oldfield in this one. Let's see what he can do. He's currently sitting in that second position. Broderick in his own time zone right now. Let's see what that looks like. Holy cow, he probably has about 10 to 12 car lengths over Oldfield. So Broderick trying to check out right now on the field with 2 laps to go. And they work in the final lap. Your leader right there, Mark Broderick in the number 51. Going to come down unchallenged for the lead. Oldfield second. Alex Hanna in third. Fourth is Shreves. Fifth, Craig Silby. Sixth, Coulter West. 7, Nygaard. 8th, Sargent. 9th, Brickley. Harvey in 10th. 11th is going to be Bergeron. So they are getting into warm-up right now. We're going to go ahead and watch along as they're going to start taking it to the track here. They're going to be checking out, making sure that all of their changes are ready for this main event. Right. So Chase Swafford holding down the top spot there. Here we go. We are getting ready for the green flag feature event here. You wanted the best? All we could afford was Coulter West. We're going to go United Dirt Sim Series 410 Elite Racing here at Volusia. On the inside, starting on the pole position from Elbows Up Sim Sports, it's Tyler Schell in the number 85. Starting outside, row number 1 is going to be Mark Broderick in the number 51. Checked out in heat race number 2. Let's see what he can do for the feature. Row number 2 from Elbows Up Sim Sports, it's Richie Preston in the number 25. Starting in the 4th position, outside row number 2 from Vanderpool Racing, it's Travis Oldfield in the number 38. Row number 3 in the 1X from Black Diamond Motorsports is Mason Hannigan. And Alex Showtime Hanna in the number 97 from Sofa King Fast Sim Sports. Row number 4 is Chase Swafford in the number 75X from LGR Motorsports and Sofa King Fast Sim Sports driver Randy Shreves in the number 56. Row number 5 from LGR Motorsports, it's Blaine Brink in the number 21 and Craig Silby from the Firm Motorsports. Row number 6 is going to be an all LGR Motorsports row. It's the number 70 of Austin Stern and Coulter West in the 10C. Row number 7 in the number 94, Noah Sovacool. On the inside, Jason Nygaard's going to be on the outside with ABR Motorsports. Row number 8 from KPR Motorsports is the 13A of Aiden Beerline. And Dustin Sargent starting outside of him in the number 77, sponsored by Works Graphics. Row number 9, another Sofa King Fast Sim Sports row. It's going to be the number 4 of Tyler Street and Billy Brickley. Row 10 is going to be the number 100 of Leon Carver and Hayden Spike Harvey. And we're going green flag racing at Volusia. So right there, Tyler the Bombshell in the number 85 working his way up top. High side hustling at the moment. Mark Broderick taking over that second position in the number 51. This might be a great battle. They are shaking up right behind him though. Preston battling with Oldfield. They get together just a little bit. No harm, no foul. And Tyler Shell trying to check out as fast as he can with a caution flag on the speedway. Not what Tyler wanted to see. Mark Broderick, though, very happy. Not quite sure who brought out the caution there. I don't know. Let's go back and see if we can find it here. Let's see if we can find where the caution was. Looks like we almost went 4 wide. Definitely 3 wide there. Through 1 and 2. Searching for the caution flag. Look at that. It looks like a hornet's nest there. Woo! So that might have been Randy Shreves right there. Maybe it wasn't. I think it was. Let's go back and see. Yeah. Looking for the yard sale here. It was. So Sofa King drivers, Sofa King Fast Sim Sports drivers, Alex Handa and Randy Shreves, unfortunately getting into it there. I'm having a request for the running order, so we're going to go ahead and oblige for Miss Joy Harvey, assuming that's probably some relation to Hayden Spike Harvey, and he is sitting in the 19th position, so we'll have to keep an eye on him.
Ready, green flag.
We are green flag racing. My apologies. Forgot to go back to live. I apologize. Tyler Shell picking up right where he left off. Mark Broderick working on the outside. Preston going to take it on the inside with a slider. Super slider right there. Oldfield now with his version of a slider. He's going to go way outside. Preston going to take back over. Shell starting to check out. Battle is heating up for the top 5 positions. Hannigan working there. He was working on the inside. Now Blaine Brink up to about 6th position. And not sure who brought that one out. Looks like maybe Coulter West. So we'll jump back and take a look at that real quick. Doesn't really show what happened there. So he's battling on the inside of Silby with Randy Shreves. Randy Shreves getting together with Coulter West. And that's what brought out the caution flag. So Coulter, with a fast repair, going to have to join back up to the field. Here we go. So starting on the last caution flag, Hayden Spike Harvey was started in 19th. He's up to 15th now. So he's definitely making some gains and working his way up there from Vanderpool Racing. Let's check in and see where Alex Bergeron is. Alex Bergeron started dead last, sitting in 14th right now. He's in the black, green, and purple there. Super glad to have him join us, as well as all the other top talent that we have here at United Dirt Sim Series. We appreciate everybody coming out and supporting the league and everything that they do. So we are getting them restacked, re-racked, and ready to rock and roll here. Tyler Shell going to get ready to bring them back to Green Flag Racing. It's Elbows Up Sim Sports front row. All right, here we go. We're Green Flag Racing. Pace truck is off. We are going to flash back a little bit so we can see the more of the field. There we go. 3 wides. They went into 1 and 2. Broderick slightly off pace down on the low side, which is going to allow Preston to try and high side hustle right around the outside. Can he get it done? Shell still holding it down. Preston, we'll call Preston in second. Broderick's going to make another charge here. He's sitting in third, but he's working on that low line. Now he's going to come up top. Everybody nose to tail around the top side. Look at the spread right there. Tyler Shell trying to check out and be at the hotel in time for the interviews. Now Broderick getting a little heat from Blaine Brink from the LGR Motorsports. He's battling with Mason Hannigan. Now he's going to go all the way up top shelf. Hannigan's going to take over the spot, and Hannigan's now trying to set his sights on Broderick. Super slider right there from Blaine Brink. Couldn't get it done. We're going to go back up here. Whoa! 4 wide as they went down. Oh, no!
Caution, caution. Kind of walk me through a
Bad news right there for Alex Bergeron. It looked like he might have gotten together with Craig Silby. Let's go back and take a look at that. Watch this battle. Craig Silby in the black and green. He's going to come down. Let's see. Four wide, and they just get caught up. Cars in the backfield, cars all over the place. That was a mess. So, I think I saw Hayden Harvey moving his way up the leaderboard once again. Yes, it looks like Hayden Spike Harvey being scored in 9th place right now from Vanderpool Racing. So he's having one hell of a night, moving his way up front, making his charge all race long here. Tyler Shell still out front with Richie Preston in second, Mark Broderick third. Fourth is going to be Mason Hannigan. Fifth is Blaine Professor X Brink in the number 21. So he is having a breakout night. Let's see where Billy Brickley is coming. He's in about 8th position. So we have quite a few top drivers that are still making their way up. Jason Nygaard sitting in the 11th position. Looks like Alex Bergeron all the way back to 20th. Here we go. We are green flag racing once again at Volusia. Tyler Schell gonna do his best to hold him off once again with 18 laps to go. So coming up on halfway home in this one. Richie Preston holding down the second position. They are up top, and we have another caution coming out. So Patricia Payne pointing out KPR race driver Aiden Bierlein in the number 13 moving up big time, and he's coming. He's being scored in about the 9th or 10th position. So right there, I do believe he was battling with Hayden Harvey. Now let's see where Aiden's moving up. I think in 8th, 7th position, right in front of Billy the Buckshot Brickley in the 00. Joy throwing some support over Spike Harvey's way. So let's see it, Spike Harvey. Hayden sitting in the 9th position with Vanderpool Racing right now. So Tyler the Bombshell trying to make his way. To the winner's circle. Let's see what they can do here. Got 17 laps to go. Getting them restacked, re-racked, and ready to rock and roll here at Volusia for the 410 Elite Series, brought to you by Coultrain Customs. Looks like Travis Oldfield down in pit road. Not sure if he's calling it a night or if something happened there. Jason Nygaard appears to be trying to, he needed to get some last minute fixes done to his car. So he is just spinning tires waiting to go. Here we go, green flag racing. Tyler Schell out front still. Richie Preston blinking just a little bit in that number 25 car for elbows up. He is holding down that second position. Broderick still working the low line there. In the number 51 in third. And let's see, we're flashing a little bit further back. There's Aiden Bierlein in the 13 trying to make his way up. He's sitting in about 7th position, as well as Hayden Harvey. Whoa, Buckshot Brickley in the 00 drives right around both of them trying. He gets into Blaine Brink. Oh, it's a mess. Brink takes out a few drivers there. Bergeron also. Oh my gosh. So we'll take a look back at that one. It started with Billy Brickley as they're battling down. Looks like Brink checks up. Brickley doesn't, gets into the back end of him. And then it just started a haymaker. Yard sale on the front stretch. Let us know if you need any discounted iRacing sprint car parts, because that one was nasty, unfortunately. So that's going to drop Bierlein back to 19th place. Harvey still holds tough in the 8th position. So 13 laps to go in this one. You should see the pace truck pulling down, and we're going to go back to green flag racing. It looks like we're going to go 1 to go on this time by. My apologies. Everybody should be in the positions that they need to be in. Looks like Blaine Brink called it a night. It's a tough break for him. He was having a hell of a run with LGR Motorsports. You're going to see the line tighten up as they go down the back straightaway and get ready to go green flag racing coming out of turn number 4. Richie Preston blinking a lot in the number 25. Not sure if it's his internet or what, but here we go. We're going green flag racing. Tyler Shell putting the pedal to the metal right there. Broderick trying to sneak around on the inside. He is bottom feeding. Now he's going to make me a liar and go up to the top shelf. He didn't like what he had down there in 3 and 4, so now he's kind of running a slider line, holding down the 3rd position. Preston able to squeak by into the 2nd position. Bergeron now on a charge. He is trying to make his way up with 10 laps to go. He wants to make him work for it. Here he goes, working on the inside. He punched the clock. Let's see what happens. He's trying to get around Michael Sheridan right now. Caution out on the track. And let's see who it was for. Look at that, Aiden Beerline back up into 13th after dropping all the way into 19th. So trying to make a charge for his supporters. He's working on it. Looks like Blaine Brink finally able to come back out on track. Man, the top 3, top 5 positions haven't changed for most of the race. They've been battling back and forth, but they seem to be settling out right about what you're seeing on screen right now, with Tyler Shell out front, Richie Preston 2nd, Mark Broderick 3rd, Hannigan 4th, and Swafford in 5th. Sorry guys, you'll see everybody running through here on the running order. That's because we have the do not count caution laps on. That's why I don't always like to leave the running order up, because it does get kind of confusing. But it looks like it's worked out here now. I do believe we might be 1 to go here. We're going 1 to go, this time by. So there will be 9 laps left in this one. And this is going to be heating up. This is going to turn into a barn burner real quick. Alex Bergeron in the number 12, working his way up from last all the way up to, I think he's in 7th, 6th, 7th. So we'll be seeing him trying to make his way past Sheridan here. And this is going to get real good real quick. Solid 9 laps right here. Pace truck is off. Green flag racing. Tyler Shell back in it again. Up front, Richie Preston going to look down low. Broderick going to go up top shelf. That's your top 3 as it stands at the moment. Seven laps to go. Here we go. It's heating up with 6 laps to go. Tyler Shell still out front. Richie Preston in 2nd. Caution out on the track with 6 laps to go. Bergeron in the black, purple, and green was able to get clear of Sheridan. I think he's going to be able to hold on to the spot. Not quite sure when the caution flag came out. Now you'll see Brickley and Hayden Harvey working their way up too. Harvey still being shown in about the 7th to 8th position. So getting them re-racked, restacked. I do believe we'll be going 1 to green this time by. Great battle, and it's going to get even hotter here. It's going to be an all-out war with 6 laps left on the board. Let's see what they've got for everybody.
Green, green, green.
Green flag racing, Tyler Shell right there. Still out front. Now you've got a 3-car battle for the lead, and now Bergeron trying to make his way down the inside to take over the 4th position. It's heating up. Here we go. Can he make it work? Gets around Broderick in 3rd. Now Preston running down low. Shell up top. Let's see. Bergeron going to try and make it with 4 laps. Can he force it? He's not gonna. He's gonna work it there. Broderick trying to work back around. Now Bergeron gets down low of Preston. Preston trying to run an alternate line for Tyler Shell to help his teammate out. Bergeron gets it all the way down against the wall like he only has half a sprint car. Drives lower than everybody into the turns. Look at that. Now Preston just trying to get back up there into the 2nd position. Shell going to come down with 2 laps to go. He's going to have to start bottom feeding. Preston trying to battle back up on the mid-line right there, putting the pressure on Bergeron, not allowing him to run the line that he really wants to run. But Bergeron's been down low the whole race. Somebody goes out of the park. It was Broderick with the checkered flag. It's going to be Shell, Preston, Bergeron, Hannigan, Sheridan, Brickley. Holy cow, that was a race right there, folks. Alex Bergeron comes from last, gets up on the podium. That was insane racing. Elbows up, Sim Sports going 1-2. The best in the business right there. All 3 cars, you're looking at them. They earned this win tonight. This was an all-out war. We are getting them lined up on the front straightaway. Then we're going to be looking for some driver interviews, and I bet there's a lot to say here with this one. And it looks like we are getting them in right now. So let's see who we have here. Waiting for 3rd place, Alex Bergeron to show up. Let's see if he's able to jump into our post-race interview here real quick. And there he is. So here we go. Alex Bergeron in the number 12 ABR Motorsports car. Man, that was a crazy one tonight, huh?
Absolutely, you're right.
I saw that you got caught up a couple times early on in the feature, and it was interesting to see how you were able to work your way through. Tell us about it.
Oh yeah, well it was a hard one the first couple laps. Got involved in the wreck. It was much more of a racing deal. Actually, on the front straightaway, I think it was a wreck happening in one, and there's a car coming down the front straightaway, and actually I think I came up as well a little bit, and we met in the middle, and I went for a ride a little bit. So we're able to fix the car and get the fast repair, go back out there, and move our way up from dead last, basically the third. So we definitely had a fast car. Jason Nygaard as well had a fast car. We were just we had a bit of bad luck tonight, but myself, I was able to get up there and. Without any other incidents. Actually, he had to tow his car, so that's why he was not able to go back outside of the pit. So, other than that, our car was fast. The bottom was there, and the last few laps, I'd said, in the last 3 laps, the bottom was not as there as much. I think it went away a little bit, and the middle kind of came in, and that's why we weren't able to be able to pass Shell there. But I know we had a fast car on the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, you were all the way down against the wall. I don't know if you could slide paper in between your front wheels and the inside wall there, and it looked like Preston had that line, running just about midline. It was taking something just enough away from you that he was able to keep on battling with you there. It looked like.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what it was. The middle, like I said, the middle came in with the rubber, and especially in three, one and two is different. The outside was a bit slower than the top, but in three and four, these guys was just running the middle, and it was tough to get the momentum going. But I think third place is a pretty good result after starting dead last like that.
Absolutely, man. It was awesome to watch you race, and we're glad that you were able to make it again tonight. We know your schedule's kind of busy, so we're glad to see you come out for United Dirt Sim Series. Who would you like to thank tonight?
Well, Team ABRE Sports, as always, with Jason Nygaard and Rebecca, they do an awesome job, and I think we gotta keep on going here. And sometimes we have some bad lucks, but like tonight, one of us, was able to go out there and make it done for the team. So I thank them and all of our partners as always: CSI Shocks, BitLogic App, BK Designs, Smart Farm Equipments, everybody else, all your sponsors, partners, and fans out there tuning in. And you guys for broadcasting, doing an awesome job, and UDSS for putting us up. It's a pleasure to be here, and I think as a team we're having fun.
That's the name of the game right there. Is have fun and hopefully take home some money, right?
Hopefully we'll see. I missed a week, but we'll see how it goes.
Well, hey, you got 2 drops, so you're not behind that much. So you're in better shape than you thought you were.
At least.
There you go. We will see you next time. Hopefully, that's Alex Bergeron taking home 3rd place tonight with ABR Motorsports. In 2nd place, it was Richie Preston from Elbows Up Sim Sports. How are you doing tonight, man?
Doing good, Dave. How you doing?
Oh man, that was a war. That looked like I mean, I'm tired just watching you guys do that stuff out there.
Yeah. It gets tough.
So I have to ask you. I know that you look like you were absolutely on rails tonight. You were top 3, top 5, the whole feature, right? So when you have when Alex was working his way up through the pack, and you knew that he was coming because you could see him, starting to climb through, did it kind of click in for you guys to start racing as a team with you and Tyler? I know you guys are both going for the win, but did some of that come into play?
No, not at all, really. I mean, we were under green when he was moving forward, so Tyler just kind of stuck to his line. He was running the top, and I was actually catching him. And then Alex was working the bottom. Then I screwed up, like I hit the wall with like 2 to go on the front stretch, I think it was.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
Alex passed me, but I got him back. But no, me and Tyler we're not like team racing, if you want to call it that. We were just kind of just running our own race, really.
I was just wondering. I mean, I know that you didn't change lines or you didn't do anything wrong. I was just from a broadcast standpoint watching it. It looked like Shell had the higher line. You were running the midline. Alex was down all the way up against the wall with his tires almost touching it. And it was crazy to see. There was actually 3 lines that were all working, and actually yours looked like it was going to be the fast line towards the end
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, like I said, I was gaining on Tyler like a tenth a lap. We got all like close together there. I mean, I was just as quick as he was. So that's something good to look forward into next week, and we'll also beat Alex. So that's also really good. But I don't know. Ever since this update, with iRacing, my frames have just been horrible. Like I blinked out like 4 or 5 times in the middle of that race. So I don't know if we're gonna try and make the Pro Series with the qualifiers and all that. We got to get all that figured out by tomorrow. So I don't know. We're gonna try to move on and see what we can do.
How are you doing in that Pro Series for iRacing?
Last week was the first week of the qualifiers. It didn't go our way, so iRacing also messed up the servers, which they're supposedly fixed for this week. So hopefully that's fixed, and we get an additional drop week, and we're going into Fairbury. So
Hell yeah,
um,
man.
not my best track, but like I said, hopefully I get these frames figured out by tomorrow. Because if they're not figured out, I don't know how we're gonna do. Because it's just kind of like you're blinking in and out all over the place, and you can't see where you're going. And on a small track like Fairbury, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that's no good. No good for sure, man. Well, hey, United Earth Sim Series and myself especially, we definitely wish you good luck tomorrow night. Running in the Pro Series. How many drivers for you guys' team are actually going for the Pro qualifiers?
The pro qualifiers, there's just about everybody, to be honest with you. We're trying to get everybody up there. I know Zane's running, Zane Scott, he's up there. He's actually he's in the top 20 right now. Billy's up there, AJ Job's up there, and Tyler's obviously already locked in for the upcoming season. So, if we can get some guys up in there in the points, I think we'll have quite a few in the series. Actually, just gotta be consistent in the qualifiers. That's really the key.
Absolutely, man. Well, who would you like to thank who helped get you out here tonight?
My team, I was up SimSport, and then you guys for the broadcast, obviously, and everybody at UDSS. It's a fun league. It's just some of the best racing we get to have. So glad you guys could put it on. And then Anderson Speedway, Motorsports Beat, Jessup Logistics, Paints by Tunican, Hergot Real Estate, BS Air, Oathwall Photography, Catchfence Apparel, Fairway Independent Mortgage Company, Roofco, and if you go to the Elbows Up SimSport Facebook page, make sure to click on the link to sign up for Flow Racing. And if you sign up for Flow Racing, you're going to help Elbows Up and Flow Racing themselves, and they're starting to get in the esports world. So we're gonna try and build their brand.
Absolutely, man. That's awesome. Glad to hear it. Richie Preston, hopefully you can get him next week, man.
Yep, we're gonna try. Thanks, Dave.
Absolutely. Take care, bud.
You too.
Well, my broadcast is wigging out a little bit. I apologize. I am hitting the button and I can't do absolutely anything with it here. So we are going to. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we are running the race in reverse right now. So we're going to see what we can do there. I apologize. I have no idea what it's doing. My ATVO stopped, so we're going to hurry up and get Tyler Shell in here for the interview. Tyler, the bombshell, in the number 85. How are you, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Well, I wish you could watch the broadcast right now. We're actually
Oh,
running the
yeah.
race in in reverse,
Yeah.
because my screen froze. So I do apologize, folks, whoever's watching.
Blame Billy. Just blame
Yeah,
Billy.
it's Billy Brickley's fault. Please send all hate mail to him. I think he already earned some tonight, but so he can always afford to have some more. Man, what'd you think about that race?
Kind of just wanted it to be over. I kept feeling worse and worse as the race went on. Just didn't have the right balance in the car, so just trying to log laps and hope for the best, kind of a thing. And hang on.
Yeah, man, were you worried? I know that you had a solid line running there, but I mean, they were catching you.
Not really, to be honest. I just had to hit my marks, kind of a thing. I just didn't have it set up right for the later part of the race. Kind of thought the track was going to stay a little bit more tackier the way it was looking in the warm up, so I didn't prepare for the later part of it, and it definitely got a little bit slicker than I thought it was. But overall, we just stuck to a line, moved down a little bit in 3 and 4 there because it felt like we were just hanging the car off the corner and couldn't really run the bottom. Just didn't feel good, so just try to run the middle and work our way to the finish.
Well, I tell you what, man, that was a war watching that thing, man. It was like Bergeron was coming. Everybody knows, Alex is going to be fast. I mean, your own teammate was giving you hell right there. He was starting to look like he was going to take a shot at you soon.
Yeah, I was just hoping whatever was wrong with his stuff was gonna stay there for the rest of the race, because I truly thought about halfway through he was gone. He was gone for the whole straightaway, so I thought he was just gonna lose his lap. So it's kind of just hoping his computer didn't blank out enough that he's gonna lose a lap, just so he could stay up there in points and stuff. But yeah, he was quick. He's always quick here at running the middle and stuff. So definitely knew he was gonna be there, and I figured Alex was gonna be there, but he must have got up into some stuff, and because he didn't get up there until later, and I know he's the king at running the bottom here. So
Man, I tell you, that's what I was telling him. I was like, I don't think he could fit a piece of paper in between his left front wheel and the inside wall. He was that close. It was crazy.
yeah, it's definitely a his perfection. I'm usually half decent at it, but I just didn't have the car set up for that. I tried it first couple laps, and it just kept plowing tight. So I knew as the track got slicker and slicker, it was just gonna want to push up into the slick and lose all momentum. So I just try to stay up top and keep the momentum rolling on the cushion because I felt half decent there.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, you always say you're not very good and you don't like to run the top, but you seem to be high side hustling more than bottom feeding from what I've seen.
Trust me, I don't like running the top. You might see it, but
Well,
we
you're
don't like
pretty
running the
dangerous
top.
up top, so maybe you should start thinking about actually embracing that, huh?
When you start thinking about that though, then you really start hitting the wall. So you just gotta kind of not think of what you're doing and just do it, kind of a thing. Because then you
Well,
won't mess up usually.
I tell you what, man, you were like crazy good in the sprint cars. Um, it was awesome watching. It always is watching. Watching you guys all throw down, elbows up. We're so glad that you guys decided, that you can join us whenever you can. We're glad to have you, and man, I tell you what, it was awesome. I was waiting to see that race. If we could have had that top three battle right there for about another 5 laps,
I probably would have won. I can tell you that. Trust me, I was hanging on, dude. 2, 3, and 4, I was just plowing tight the whole time. I was just hoping. I was
well,
like, when's this race gonna be over?
good thing there wasn't a caution then, huh?
Well, there was a caution, 2 to go or something. I was like, great, here it comes. But just had to get a good restart and pound the top and see what happened.
There
Kind
you
of a
go,
thing.
man, for sure. Well, who would you like to thank? Who helped get you out here tonight?
I'm just like, thank you guys for putting this on. Everyone that sponsors it puts money into it. It's kind of a cool thing to race on a video game for money. It's pretty cool. And then I was up SimSport and our sponsors: Flow Racing, Anderson Speedway, Motorsports Beach, Epsil Logistics, Paints by Tunic, and Hergot Real Estate Group, BS Air, Udall Photographs, Country Fence Apparel, Roof Care, and Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation.
Take a breath. Holy cow! I can't believe you got all that out in one breath. That's a
Gotten
lot.
better, I can say that.
Yeah, you've done that a time or two for sure. Well, like I said, Tyler, we're super glad to have you come out with us, and of course, all of Elbows Up. And man, I wish you the best. So now, since you hold your license, you don't have to do the qualifiers. Is that correct? Or do you still have to run
No,
the pro
no, me
qualifiers?
and nah, we don't have to. I think there's like 12 people that retained it. 'Cause a couple people kind of got a little bit of trouble, so I think about 12 of them still have it. But the rest of them, there should be at least 23 coming out of that qualifier series. So we'll just have to see. I mean, I think we got after the first week, we got like 3 of them in the top there. So just hope Richie can have a better week and Shay, and hopefully we can get all 5 of them in there.
Man, that would be awesome for sure. Well, you have a great night, sir, and I am sure we will be doing. Hopefully, you can get on the podium next week, huh?
Hopefully, we're kind of keep plugging away and see what happens. I don't even know where we're at. I didn't know where we were at today until I joined the session. So I'll find out.
There you go, man. Well, you take it easy. Have a great night, man, and we will see you soon.
See you next week.
Tyler Shell, and number 85 from Elbows Up Sim Sports with the win tonight. That's going to do it for us tonight, folks. I don't know what happened to my broadcast, so I definitely apologize for the ending there, but, we're going to get it done and make it happen. So, Dave Ward for United Dirt Sim Series 410 Elite Sprint Car Series, brought to you by Coultrain Customs. I am going to sign off. We will see you guys back here tomorrow.